Hello and welcome to another Raggy's Beers, Wines and Spirits review from the beer room as well. Makes a change from the kitchen. Tonight's review, well, this afternoon's review rather, is Top Shelf Still Spirits, their Cherry Bourbon. So this is what you'll add. You get vodka, buy vodka or distilled spirit if you can do that sort of thing. And you'll add this. Basically the 50ml bottle works out as £4, but you can do it in so it makes, what it does, it makes 3 750ml bottles. You add some sugar, 220 grams of sugar, and then you add your just over I think it's about 2 litres of vodka. So it costs roughly about £12 per bottle if you're buying £10. If you could say you go to Aldi or Lidl, buy their £10 vodka. For about £12 you'll get a bottle of cherry bourbon. So it's not massively cheaper. If you're distilling, obviously it's a hell of a lot cheaper. You're looking at £2.50 a bottle. So this premium essence delivers a deliciously smooth and sweet taste thanks to the delightful blend of American bourbon and ripe black cherries. Yeah. So here's the colour. That's the colour it makes. It's a lovely, not quite a red colour, but it's like a whiskey with a tinge of red basically. So I pour a small amount out because it's the wrong time of day to be getting bladdered on bloody spirits. But reviews are reviews. One thing about doing reviews, I've tasted some great alcohol over the last 7 months. 400 reviews, well, 440 reviews in 7 months, you know. And, you know, it's not that the fact of getting drunk, it's the fact of tasting new beers and, you know, trying new things out. Beers that I, like wheat beers that I'm not keen on before, and then I taste them and then I get flavours out of them that before I'd just like, ugh, it's rancid. And now, you know, it's coming through. So maybe my palate has changed so much that these things taste nice. Or maybe I'm just a total absolute drunk. But you never know. And use any excuse to pour out a drink of something. So, oof. Now I'm taking this straight. If I was going to drink cherry bourbon normally, I'd have it with cola, if I'm being honest. You can have it neat, of course, but I need to thing it down. So it's in a Courvoisier glass of all things. Lovely clear colour. Oh, that smells like a Jack Daniels. You know, I'm not sure if there's a cherry Jack Daniels. I know there's a Jim Beam cherry. Normally about £15 a bottle. 15, 16. So this is about £4 cheaper doing it this way. And about £13 cheaper doing it the distilled way, if you can do that and it's legal in your country. I mean, if you go abroad and bring back, you know, lots of bottles of plastic bottles as well, because they're a lot lighter and don't break in your suitcase. But yeah, I thought somebody heard somebody in the background. But if you can bring back bottles of vodka from holiday. And, you know, I can pay a £5 or £6 for a bottle of vodka over there, come back here, do this, you know, looking at £8 at the most for something that would normally be probably 15 or 16. So, you know, and, you know, some of these still spirit brands are amazing. I mean, if you can distill, if you live in a country where you can distill and there's no problems or legality issues, not that people give a monkeys anyway, let's be fair. But if that's, you know, if you can, then, you know, you can do it at a fraction of the price. I mean, I bought these because there's varieties of liqueur that you can't get at the strength that I want it at. I don't want 15% liqueurs. I want 40% liqueurs. And if you can get it at the full strength and get it at a price that's just reasonable by adding vodka, then, you know, to me that's a better way of doing it. But anyway, whew, all that talking. Wow, such a strong aroma. So it's 40. This is 40% cherry bourbon. It just smells like any other Jack Daniels to me. I do get cherry. I do get the vanilla as well coming through. And a hell of a lot of strength. My God. I'm not a spirit drinker per se, you know. I like beers. I like wines, you know. I love red wines. But it's an expensive hobby. Wine reviews are because you know, it's not easy to unless you buy the small bottles. And then you buy the small bottles. It's an expensive way of going on because them small bottles are bloody expensive. They work out expensive in the long run. Oh, there's a real smoothness to it. To say it's come from what is in essence a vodka, so a cheap brand vodka, and in essence a cherry bourbon with sugar. Now the sugar, it just tells it on the instructions. It just tells you to mix it up. I did that, and it left. I could see sugar residue. So what I end up doing is getting rid of it. Next time I did that on another different kit. And next time I did it, I actually got the sugar, a bit of hot water, mixed it up, got so that the sugar totally dissolved, and then added it. Then I added the vodka, the essence, up to the amount I need that it stipulated, and that to me made perfect cherry bourbon. And wow, and I feel battered. You know, I've only had a sip. Bear in mind, I've just done a Birra Moretti review just beforehand. Drank 660 mils of Birra Moretti, but it's only 4.6%. So it's only like a pint and a bit, you know, of normal, pint and 100 mils. So I shouldn't be feeling even anywhere near tipsy. I mean, the legs on it's got great legs on it. You can see it going down, beautiful. The aroma. I mean, me, not a massive Jack Daniels fan, but that, I mean, I've drank enough of it. I got a mate, same, and this mate called Graham, and he loved his, at the end of the night, he lit the Jack Daniels and Coke, and, do you want a Jack Daniels and Coke? No, not really, mate. Yeah, come on, Jack Daniels, and then you'd get one in your hand, and, you know, forced it in your hand, and you drank it, and you think, oh, Jesus, that's it, mate. And, you know, it's got that same aroma, you know. I mean, I'm no connoisseur, so when I get the chance, I've got a friend. I'm actually going to get one of these bourbon, the actual full-on, just bourbon. Not the cherry bourbon or the honey bourbon, normal bourbon. Take it to a mate who drinks JD on a massive scale. Say to him, what do you think of that? Let him just test it. See what he thinks, because he'll know the taste difference more than I will. If he says, "Oh, that tastes shit, mate," then I'll know. But if he says, "Oh my God, that's pretty decent," there's a smokiness in it. You know, to say that's vodka with an essence, it's amazing, you know. That tastes better to me than the likes of Jim Beam. I mean, Jim Beam being probably the lowest priced, bar some of the offerings at Aldi and Lidl, the lowest priced in UK. America, a bit cheaper than the UK. And like I say, if you distill, you lucky buggers, you know, you can get it a lot cheaper. So out of 5, you know, not really a bourbon person. I'll drink it if it's offered to me, as anybody, as any good person does, as long as it's not something absolutely rancid. I'll drink it. I'm going to give it a 4.3 out of 5. Not quite what goes down my street, but, you know, I've tasted Jack Daniels. I've tasted lots of different variants of Jack Daniels, including the honey, and that smelt and tasted exactly the same as what I would expect Jack Daniels to taste like, from vodka and essence and a bit of sugar. It's wacky, isn't it? Yeah, you just can't believe it. Thanks for watching. See you soon.